Today I'm going to show you how to fix the Fusion 360 error that says sketch geometry is over-constrained. This is a very common problem that many Fusion 360 users run into when creating or editing sketches. It usually appears when there are too many constraints or dimensions controlling the same piece of geometry. The good news is that this error is usually very easy to fix once you know what to look for. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the most common causes of the over-constrained sketch error and show you several simple ways to solve it quickly. If this video helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Fusion 360 tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump into Fusion 360 and start fixing the problem. The first thing you should check is extra constraints in your sketch. Open the sketch that is showing the error message and look closely at the constraint icons attached to your lines and points. Sometimes Fusion 360 automatically adds constraints like horizontal, vertical, coincident, or perpendicular while you are drawing. If too many of these are applied, they can conflict with each other. Try selecting a constraint icon and deleting it to see if the warning disappears. Removing unnecessary constraints is one of the fastest ways to fix an over-constrained sketch. The next thing to check is duplicate dimensions. Sometimes a line or feature ends up with more than one dimension controlling it. For example, a line might already have a fixed length dimension, but also be locked by another constraint somewhere else in the sketch. When this happens, Fusion 360 cannot solve the sketch because the geometry is being controlled in multiple ways. Simply delete the extra dimension and keep only the one that you actually need to define the shape. Another common cause of this error is conflicting constraints. For example, a line cannot be both horizontal and vertical at the same time. If those two constraints exist together, Fusion 360 will flag the sketch as over-constrained. Look through the constraints applied to the geometry and remove the one that doesn't make sense for your design. Once the conflict is removed, the sketch should solve normally again. Another helpful approach is to simplify the sketch itself. Sometimes the problem happens because too many constraints and dimensions are being added unnecessarily. Instead of constraining every single line, try using fewer dimensions and let Fusion 360 solve the geometry more naturally. A simpler sketch is usually easier to manage and far less likely to break with constraint errors. Here is a quick tip that will help you diagnose sketch problems much faster. In Fusion 360, sketch line colors tell you a lot about the constraint status. Black lines mean the sketch is fully constrained and stable. Blue lines mean the sketch is still under constrained and can move. But if you see red highlights or warning icons, that usually means the sketch is over-constrained or has a conflict somewhere. Watching these colors while editing your sketch can help you quickly find the problem area. And that's how you fix the Fusion 360 error that says sketch geometry is over-constrained. Just remove extra constraints, delete duplicate dimensions, check for conflicting constraints, and keep your sketches simple and clean. If this tutorial helped you solve the issue, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Fusion 360 tips and troubleshooting guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.